Welcome to understand solution of second order linear differential equation with constant coefficients using matrix method. Here we will learn to reduce the second order differential equation in matrix form and apply the matrix method to get the solution of second order differential equation. So working method for this, the given second order differential equation can be reduced to the form dy by dx equal to ay with the substitutions y equal to y1 and dy by dx equal to y2 in the given differential equation. The matrix A can be represented by A, B, C, D, for which we'll find the characteristic equation and get the eigenvalues that will be all distinct. Corresponding eigenvectors are obtained by usual method and a modal matrix is formed such that determinant of modal matrix is not equal to 0. The solution of differential equation is then given by y equal to b into c1 e to the power lambda 1x, c2 e to the power lambda 2x, where this y is matrix y1 y2 and b is the modal matrix. The constant c1 and c2 can be obtained if the initial conditions are mentioned in the example. Solving the example, d2y by dx square minus 3 dy by dx plus 2y equal to 0 with the given conditions y of 0 equal to 5 and y dash of 0 equal to 8. So we call first equation as the given differential equation and then we go for the substitutions. We substitute y equal to y1, call it as equation 2, dy by dx equal to y2, call it as equation 3, and then we need to substitute here d2y by dx square, which can be obtained by differentiating equation 3. So we write d2y by dx square as dy2 by dx, and this is our equation 4. So in equation 1 we will substitute d2y by dx square from equation 4, dy by dx from equation 3 and y as y1 from equation 2. So using 2, 3, 4 in 1, we get the equation 1 as dy2 by dx minus 3y2 plus 2y1 equal to 0, which we rearrange as dy2 by dx equal to minus 2y1 plus 3y2. First we'll write y1, then we'll write y2. This is our equation 5. Now equation for dy1 by dx, here this is dy2 by dx, now we want dy1 by dx so that we can write it in matrix form. So if we observe equation 2 and equation 3 is ddx of y equal to y2 and equation 2 says that we are using y as y1. So simply replacing this y by y1, we get it as dy1 by dx equal to y2. Now rearranging it in the form of y1 y2, so dy1 by dx is 0 y1 plus y2. This is our equation 6. Equation 5 and 6 we can convert it into matrix form as ddx of y1 y2 equal to 0 was the coefficient of y1 for dy1 by dx and 1 was the coefficient of y2 for dy2 by dx. Similarly, minus 2 and 3 were coefficients of y1 and y2. Writing it as dy by dx equal to ay, so A is our matrix 0, 1, minus 2, 3, for which we'll write characteristic equation, find the values of lambda that are eigenvalues 1, 2. For every eigenvalue, we will find eigenvector solving matrix of A minus lambda I x equal to 0. Let us assume that x1, x2 are components of the matrix X. Substituting lambda equal to 1, we get these equations, and thus we get eigenvector as 1, 1. This is the similar method we have used in previous topics of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Lambda equal to 2, if substituted, we get eigenvector as 1, 2. So 1, 1 and 1, 2 together forms the modal matrix, and the solution of differential equation is y equal to b into the matrix of C1 e to the power lambda 1x, C2 e to the power lambda 2x, substituting y as y1, y2, the modal matrix B, and lambda 1 and lambda 2 in the matrix. Simplifying, we get these two equations. Now what is our y1? y1 is our y, and what is our y2? y2 is y dash. Now since the conditions are given, we can easily evaluate here C1 and C2. Now the condition is y of 0 equal to 5 and y dash of 0 equal to 8. Y of 0 means y is function of x. So y at x equal to 0 is 5. So x equal to 0, y equal to 5, y dash equal to 8. Using these values in equation 7, wherein we can substitute here y as 5, C1, e to the power x is 0, e to the power 0 is 1, C2, e to the power 2 into 0 is again 0, so C2, y dash is 8, so C1 and plus 2C2. So we get these two equations can be easily solved in your calculators or can be solved simultaneously to get values of C1 and C2 as 2 and 3. Our solution of the differential equation where the derivative is of y with respect to x, our solution is y equal to. So substituting it, the values of C1 and C2 in y equal to, so C1 is 2, 2 e to the power x, C2 is 3, so plus 3 e to the power 2x is the solution of the given differential equation. Let us see one more example. d2y by dx square plus 4y equal to 0 with the given conditions. We'll call the first equation as the given equation. The substitutions remains the same, y equal to y1, dy by dx equal to y2, and since we require d2y by dx square in the given differential equation, we will have equation 4, that is derivative of equation 3 with respect to x. Using 2, 3 and 4 in equation 1, we will substitute d2y by dx square as dy2 by dx and 4y1 because y is y1 equal to 0, and again rearranging it in the form of dy2 by dx equal to minus 4y1 plus 0y2. Now for dy1 by dx, again the concept remains the same. Again we'll be using equations 2 and 3. Again ddx of y, so y can be replaced by y1. So the equation of dy1 by dx will remain same for almost every example. So it is 0y1 plus y2. Equation 5 and 6 will give you the matrix d by dx of y1, y2. So the matrix A will contain 0, 1 and minus 4, 0. So this is our matrix A, for which we'll find out characteristic equation, find out the values of lambda. Now mark here as lambda square equal to minus 4. The values of lambda are 2i and minus 2i. The values are imaginary. Still the process remains the same. The eigenvalues are plus minus 2i and eigenvectors will be calculated using a minus lambda I x equal to 0. So this a minus lambda I and x are substituted here. We'll first find for lambda equal to 2i and then for lambda equal to minus 2i. So substituting lambda equal to 2i, the equation becomes minus 2i x1 plus x2 equal to 0 and minus 4x1 minus 2i x2 equal to 0. For simplified purpose, let us divide this equation, second equation, by minus 2i so that the coefficient of x2 becomes 1. Dividing this by minus 2i, here you will get 1, but coefficient of x1 will be minus 4 upon minus 2i, minus minus becomes plus, 4 upon 2 becomes 2 in the numerator and I in the denominator. So we don't keep I in the denominator, so we multiply and divide by I, so that we will get 2i upon I square. I square takes value minus 1, so it will be again minus 2i. So coefficient of x2 is 1, coefficient of x1 becomes minus 2i. You can take pen and paper and try to solve. You will find this same equation as minus 2i x1 plus x2 equal to 0. Both the equations are same, and therefore 2i x1 can be written equal to x2. Solving will get the next eigenvector, that is 1 2i. For lambda equal to minus 2i, again substituting the value of lambda, solving the equations, again here coefficient of x2 is 1, so here we try to divide it by 2i. When we divide it by 2i, it becomes minus 2 upon I. Multiplying and dividing by I, it will give us 2 into I. So solving, our next eigenvector is 1 minus 2i. The both eigenvectors written together gives the modal matrix, and the solution of differential equation is y equal to, y we substitute it as y1 y2, b is the modal matrix, and in place of lambda 1 it is 2i, in place of lambda 2 it is minus 2i. Solving, we get y1 and y2, and here again we have substituted y1 as y, y2 as y dash, and with the given conditions substituted in equation 7, we'll get the values of c1 and c2. Y of 0, again x equal to 0, y is equal to 8, y dash equal to 0. Substituting in the both the equations, we get c1 plus c2 equal to 8, because again x is 0, so e to the power 0 will be 1, e to the power 0 will be 1 in both the cases, so right hand side remains c1 plus c2. Here it remains 2i c1 minus 2i c2. Y is 8, so here 8, y dash is 0, so here 0. You can simplify this equation as c1 equal to c2, and clearly difference of c1 and c2 is 0 and addition is 8, so we can orally tell that c1 and c2 both are same, having the value 4. And solution is again y equal to, so in place of c1 c2 we will put it as 4, so it will be 4 times e to the power 2ix plus e to the power minus 2ix, and this is the formula, that is e to the power I theta plus e to the power minus I theta gives you 2 times cos theta. Here in place of theta it is 2x, so we are getting 2 times cos 2x, and this 4 into 2 gives you 8 times cos 2x. One more example, wherein again given equation 1, and here the change is that up till now we have seen examples with dy by dx. Here the change is, example is dx by dt, that is here dependent variable is x, independent variable is t, so our solution will be in the form of x equal to, hence our substitution will be also in the form of x equal to. We substitute x equal to y1, dx the first derivative as y2, then we write dx square d square x by dt square as dy2 by dt, and using all these in equation 1, so this will become dy2 by dt plus 5 times dx by dt is y2 and plus 6 times y1. Again rearranging it as dy2 by dt equal to minus 6y1 minus 5y2, and here for equation of dy1 by dt, again this is d dt of x, x is y1, so on the same lines we will get it as dy1 by dt as 0 y1 plus 1 y2. Arranging these two equations 5 and 6 in matrix form, we get matrix A as 0 1 minus 6 5. Characteristic equation will be determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0. Solving it, we get lambda equal to minus 2 minus 3. Now with these three examples, I think you must have observed that this is d square x by dt square plus 5 dx by dt plus 6x equal to 0, and you get the characteristic equation as lambda square plus 5 lambda plus 6. This is the second derivative, or d square x by dt square, this is dx by dt, and here there is no derivative, so we get it as lambda square, lambda to the power 1 and lambda to the power 0, coefficients remaining the same. So lambda square plus 5 lambda plus 6 is the characteristic equation. You can check this particular concept with other examples also. And lambda equal to minus 2 minus 3 gives you two eigenvalues, and correspondingly we will find eigenvectors, which we get it as 1 minus 2 and lambda equal to minus 3, the eigenvector is 1 minus 3. So the modal matrix become 1 1 minus 2 minus 3, and here the solution is y equal to b into c1 e to the power lambda 1t, c2 e to the power lambda 2t. Y is y1 y2, b is modal matrix. As independent variable is t, our solution will be in terms of t. Solution will be x in terms of t. So solving this, we get y1 y2, here y1 is x, y2 is x dash. Conditions given are on x and x dash. X of 0, that means x is function of t, x dash is function of t. See, whenever you have a derivative dx by dt, that means x is function of t. So here we can easily say that for t equal to 0, x is 2, and for t equal to 0, x dash is 0. Using this in equation 7, we get the two equations. Since t is 0, again we will get c1 plus c2, minus 2c1 minus 3c2, x is 2 and x dash is 0. Solving these two equations simultaneously, either in your calci or manually, c1 is obtained as 6 and c2 is obtained as minus 4. Substituting it in the first equation here, x equal to c1 is 6 e to the power minus 2t plus c2 is minus 4 e to the power minus 3t. So the solution we are getting x in terms of t. Now not always that every problem or every differential equation can be solved by modal matrix method. At times we need to use another method, that is expansion method, and this method is applicable whenever we have the eigenvalues equal. The modal matrix method is applicable only when eigenvalues are distinct, that we have seen. Rearranging the given set of equations in the matrix form, d dt of x1 is 1x1 plus 1x2, so this is 1 1. dx2 by dt, that is d dt of x2 here, and it is 0x1 and 1x2. So our matrix A is this, and if we solve the characteristic equation for this matrix, we get that values of lambda come out to be same, or repeated eigenvalues we get. In this case, we apply this method of expansion, wherein we rearrange this equation 1, that is, we write this as dx upon x equal to a into dt. Integrating this, integration of 1 by x dx is log of x, a into integration of dt is t, and plus constant of integration is log c. Simplifying it further, we get x equal to e to the power 80 into c. Now here, as the name indicates, expansion method will expand this e to the power 80. And with the given conditions, x1 of 0 equal to 1, x2 of 0 equal to 1, we write this constant c as x1, x2, 1, 1. Capital X we denoted by x1, x2. E to the power 80, since A is a matrix, in place of 1 we write identity matrix. So I plus A into T plus A square T square by 2 factorial plus A cube T cube by 3 factorial plus and so on. This is expansion of e to the power 80. C is 1, 1. Now simplifying that expansion or substituting the matrix in expansion, identity matrix is 1, 0, 0, 1. Matrix A is 1, 1, 0, 1. Square of matrix A, cube of matrix A. And now solving these matrices, that is 1 plus 1t plus 1 t square by 2 factorial plus 1 t cube by 3 factorial. This is the first term here. Then with 0 plus 1t, so t here, 2t square by 2 factorial, 2 factorial and 2 gets cancelled. So what is left is t square. 3 into t cube by 3 factorial, 3 factorial is 6. 3 and 6 gives you 2 here, and so on. Every element at this place is 0, so we are getting 0 over here, and again 1 plus t square by 2 factorial plus t cube by 3 factorial. So this is our 2 by 2 matrix. Multiplying it by this matrix, we get the resultant matrix like this. Now out of this, x1 is the first element and x2 is the second element, and this is what we wanted to find out, that is the values of x1 and x2. So this is another method wherein we use expansion of e to the power 80. So in this particular video, we learned to convert the given differential equation in matrix form by substituting y equal to y1 and dy by dx equal to y2. Then we obtain coefficient matrix A and can be solved to get eigenvalues. Then depending upon eigenvalues, for distinct eigenvalues, the matrix equation can be solved by modal matrix method, and for equal eigenvalues, the matrix equation can be solved by expansion method. So these are the two methods which we learned in this video, and whenever we get the solution, if the initial conditions are given, constants can be evaluated. Hopefully this is helpful to you.